Hello, hello, hello. It's Kathy Vidal at MyStampIsSpot.com coming to you with Fun Fold Friday. A few minutes late, but there's a good reason. I was busy writing down all the names for when I draw the winner of the in-color cards. Aren't those pretty? Featuring the cheerful daisies. It comes with envelopes. So we are going to draw this in a minute. I'm going to wait for people to tune in before I draw that. But don't let me forget. If you're already on, don't let me forget. So, Fun Folds, we've been really busy here at the spot, and I didn't have time to learn something new. So I thought this was in Stamp Club by Mail, and maybe... Hey, Pat, how you doing? Karen, hello. Jennifer, thanks for being here. Don't let me forget to draw for this when we have more people on, okay, guys? So I thought, let's do this, but in different paper, okay? Because, I have all my cheat sheet measurements here and everything. All right, let's talk about this set. Gorgeously Made. You're a great friend. Thank you. Hello. I love this particular image. And then it has one of these great textured images. It almost looks like something typewritten, but it's very worn and hard to see. So that is the stamp. These are the accompanying dies. As you can see, I pre-die cut something for the greeting. And I pre-die cut in Lost Lagoon this image right here. Look at this big flowy image. These have a lot of detail. They have like embossing as well as die cutting, which is kind of cool. And we have a rough edge because torn edges are all the rage. And then this is like if you ripped a piece out of a notebook, you get that ragged edge with the little pieces hanging. That's what this image is. So, hey, Beth, thanks for being here, Debbie. So, let's get going on this fun fold, and don't let me forget to draw that at the end. So I thought, let's try something new. This is brand new DSP. This is the Masterfully Made 12x12 DSP. I'm not going to lie. I saw this in the catalog and went, ooh, I don't know about that. Hey, Penny, I was writing down names for the drawing from people from the other day, and I said, Penny Powell has such a fun name. That's such a fun name. Penny Powell. I like that. Anyway, this really did nothing for me in the catalog, and then I was cutting paper shares earlier in the week, and I realized that this is all supposed to be torn edges. It's supposed to be like pieces of paper making up this piece of scenery. And what's really interesting about this top piece is that these are all papers that are in this back. So it's like they created all the papers. Hey, Mary. It's like they created all the papers, and then they tore them up and took a picture of them all compiled together. It's very unusual. You'll see what I mean. So here's the back. So this is what I'm talking about. This piece here is what they used for the bottom here. I'm going to leave this one to the side so we can keep comparing. Then there's this. This is not probably my typical taste. This has kind of the same one type in it. These flowers, I actually like the flowers. I'm not crazy about, I believe that's lemon lime twist in there. But it's very popular right now. And I have a feeling, a collage, thank you, Pat, yes. I have a feeling as the weeks go on and I use this paper more and more, I'm going to love it more and more. So here's the back of that piece. And look, they used it here for the mountains. And then we have this piece, which is, if you know me, I'm all about flowers. This is a personal favorite of mine. And they dabbled this in here. And the back of that is this gorgeous fresh freesia piece. Again, it has kind of the time warm type behind it, and then it has the beautiful sprigs on it. Then we have this piece, which again is like the DSP, all ripped up and done in a collage. Yeah, Penny. So that was my first impression, and I'm telling you, I really think as I use it, I'm going to like it more and more. Now, I do like this, ironically enough. So again, this is all pieces of torn paper, but I'm thinking, look at that. That would be a pretty card front with some kind of ribbon, or maybe even just a big greeting or something. That's really kind of cute. And let's see, then we have this piece, which, I mean, who wouldn't love this piece? In the beautiful, pretty peacock. They've used it here in these mountains. And the front side of that is my favorite in the whole pack. Oh, Pat, yes. If you're a big scrapbook if you're a big scrapbooker, yes, I do think you're right. I think this would be great for scrapbookers. Here is where they use this paper. I think it's so interesting that this whole sheet is made up of the whole entire pack. Love this. I actually really love this. They used it in here. I really think, see the little crosshatch? This is the little crosshatch in here. I see myself using that print. And then there is this piece that I think I am going to use today. What's on the back of that piece? Oh, it's the green. Pretty peacock, I guess I should say. So I'm going to stick this extra paper aside. And I was pulling colors to see what went best for the base and the layers. And this is Fresh Freesia, which I really do love with it. This is Lost Lagoon, which is also beautiful with it. This is Pretty Peacock. So it's really kind of what contrast of light and dark do we want here. I actually think I'm going to use the Freesia. Oh, here's the white. And I'm going to border the DSP in white because I think it'll just make it stand out no matter which color I put it on. At least that's what I think now. While we're talking, we'll have to see. But I just think it adds a whole nother level of pop if we add white. So let's put that aside and let's start cutting. I will, as soon as I finish this video, I will put all measurements at the top of this post. No, I take that back. I will take a picture of the finished product and then I will put all measurements. Hey, Connie, how are you? Okay, so let's start with the card base. So with this one, the card base is not a full base. So this is going to be, like I said, this is my Stamp Club by Month card. So we are cutting this at 4 1/4. Four and a quarter. We're going to cut that by 8 1/2. Oops, look, I have a couple tags here. I actually cleaned my desk this morning. I couldn't believe it. You all have messy desks? Please tell me yes. And we are scoring at 2 3/4. I was gardening this morning. I am full of mud. My fingernails have mud. I'm sorry. 2 3/4. That's my score. So we have 8 1/4 by 4 1/4 scored at 2 3/4. That's my basic base. Put that there. Then we are going 8 by 3. So let's see. Let's do the 8 first. So this is 8 inches. This is like a mini card. 8 by 3. And we're going to score this at 4. Oops, I almost cut it at 4. So this is kind of like a mini card that's going to go on the front. Okay, so once we get all the layers cut, this piece will be centered here, like that, and then when you open it up, this flap will fold in, and that's, so it's like a mini card going backwards on top of another card. Okay, we have those. Now, because I'm doing white, I'm going to cut my white layers next. So we want a 5 3/8 by 4 1/8 inch. So 4 1/8 inch. Get your reading glasses out here, girls. 4 1/8 inch by 5 3/8 inch. 5 3/8. That piece is going to sit here with the DSP on top of it. Whoop. Like that. Kind of. And then we want a piece that is 4 1/8 inch by 2 5/8 inch. So that's 4 1/8 inch. And this is 2 5/8 inch. How come the lawnmowers always start the second I get on the air with you guys? I feel like I'm never here at the same time twice. And that will line this front flap. Okay? All right. Then we need one more piece of boho. 3 7/8 by 2 7/8. Well, let's make sure this is long enough. 3 7/8 by 2 7/8. Now you could just do the simple layer. You could skip the white. You don't have to make it have double liners. It becomes a very thick card, very heavy card. Okay, now let's talk about the DSP. So I want this whole piece on the back here. So that is going to be 4 by 5 1/4. By 5 1/4, like that. So that is going to sit here, like this. And like this. I don't know, all of a sudden I'm leaning towards a darker color. You know why I'm going with the lighter color, truthfully? Because I was having trouble with a ribbon. I wasn't loving my ribbon options. This isn't quite right. I need to cut this down just a little bit. I made a mistake somewhere. This should be 2 7/8. 2 7/8. No, this should be 2 5/8. And I did make it 2 5/8. Well, I'm going to shave just a 1/16 of an inch off. I must have not been accurate when I cut this base. I must have been a little off. Those cataract eyes of mine. Okay. So then, now, as you'll see, when I designed this card, I put a floral here and a stripe here. So I need to be careful because I don't want it to be too busy. This is why I think I need to go with the Lost Lagoon color. I kind of don't like the print with the print. So I may try, just dropped a piece. Let me leave it. I may try more of this navy print up here, like that. So that I have a little print coming in, but not as much as the background. Because typically I do, if I have dots over here, I do stripes here. If I have flowers here, I do stripes here. I try not to make them the same. Oh, my sticky note. That's what I tried. My sticky note with all my measurements. So this DSP we want at 2.5 inches by 4. So 2.5 by 4. So even though this is a print, it's not quite as busy as this print. And I kind of like that. Of course, all that said, I'm wondering if we like this on Lagoon better. What do you think? Do you like it on the Lost Lagoon better? Or do you like it on the Fresh Freesia better? Anybody gonna give me input on that? Let's see. just reading some comments here, looking to see if anybody gives me, do you like it on the Lagoon? Okay, we have a Lagoon. I'm going to go with Lagoon. I'm going to go with Karen. So let's do that. I'm going to recut this base, these two bases. So this is going to be 4 1/4. You know, I was going to go with Lagoon originally, and I changed my mind. It's all about the ribbon. That's the reason why I changed my mind. By 8 1/4. And then I'm going to score it at 2 3/4. Like that. And so then we need to make this one 8 by 3 in the Lost Lagoon. So let's do 8 by 3. And then we're going to score this at 4. Okay, let's see how this works. We have options if we don't like it, because we can always go back to the fresh freesia. So the only thing is, the ribbon I was working with, I don't think is going to fly, but that's okay. I do think I like that better. It is a little bit darker, but I think that's okay. All right, so we're going to stick with that for now. I have this extra paper. I was kind of thinking about putting this here with, but I think that's too busy now that I'm looking at it. Unless, I guess I could do this. I guess I could put, even though I don't usually do the same DSP on both sides, maybe I break my rule and I do like that. No, I don't think I love that. I think we'll stick with this. Can you color white ribbon? Well, of course you can, Connie. Thank you for pointing that out. Maybe we will do that. All right, let's start getting this mess together. And then we'll talk about ribbon and greetings and all of that good stuff. Joelle, yes. I have misplaced the little white tag for this. If you don't see it, would you by chance cut me another one? I don't know what I did with it. It's sitting here. Okay. Maybe we should do that, Connie. Maybe we should color the white ribbon, and we'll teach some people how to do that. Oh, that is gorgeous, though, isn't it? Look at that. Look at that. I want to use these flowers, though, I have to say. This is my favorite, so I am going to use these. Thank you, Joelle. Yeah. I dropped my tag in the process of all this shuffling back and forth. Thank you. I'm telling you, you all have to get a Joelle. Okay. What'd you say? Joelle needs a Joelle. Okay. Let's add that there. Let's put this on here. Actually, I'll do it this way. Boy, now this white is too small. Remember I cut this down from the first one? I'm going to go with it. I want this way, though. I cut it down just a shred, and it's not working for this card the same way it was for the first card. So here's how you do this. Just close this up, and then center it. Put adhesive on it, and center it. Then you can go back and decorate it any way you like. Oh, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. All right, I should have cut 2 of these pieces because I am going to need one on the inside. So let me grab that. Of course, Joelle cut me another greeting tag, and I just found the first one. But don't tell her, okay? She'll never know. She'll never know. So this is 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. So 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. Almost perfect, huh? Okay, and this one is going to go on the inside, like that. But before, I may stamp that. I'm thinking I may stamp that with one of these images. So I'm going to hold off on putting that in there yet. All right, now what to do with the top? Okay, you're all going to think I'm crazy, but I lost my other piece that I just had. 3 3/4 by 2 3/4, girls. At least I have it memorized. Hey, KB. KB, Joelle would like, Karen says thank you, and KB says she would like 2 of you. That would be pretty productive, KB. Let me tell you that. I've never met anybody that works as hard as Joelle in my whole life. No, I haven't. Not just zooing you. Okay, so there's that. Let's talk about ribbons. So this is the 3-pack I showed the other day. This is the sheer ribbon combo pack that's got the gorgeous lemon lolly, the azure, and the bubble bath. I had intended to use the bubble bath with this. I thought that was really pretty, but I'm not sure that I like that with this green. I don't, well, maybe. Let's check out the new white. This is called Basic White, and it is herringbone ribbon. So let's pick out one of the other colors before we use this pink. Let's pick out one of these other colors. So I don't think I want it in the Lost Lagoon because I intend to use that. So I guess we could do the Frasier color, which I'm not sure I like with the Lost Lagoon. Maybe we try the navy. Maybe we try to bring that in. So I am going to go to my blends. These are not Night of Navy. These are blueberry. Where's my Night of Navy blends? Oh, here they are up here. That's Misty Moonlight. I'm getting closer. Getting closer. They kind of all look the same. All right, so let me show you how to do this. How does the ribbon tie? It's going to tie very well, Connie, because it's super pliable. It's soft. It does have the herringbone texture. See if I can get a good image of it here for you. It does have the herringbone texture, but it is super pliable. So I'm going to take this piece of scrap, and here's what you're going to do. I'm going to use the darker color because I'm not sure what's going to happen. You want to use a blend because blends are alcohol, and alcohol dries quickly. You don't want to use the watercolor because they likely will never dry. I'm going to put my ring, You know what? Before we use the blend, I have another idea. Let's try something else that maybe won't be quite as messy. Let's take our ink pad and let's do this. So this is only going to color one side. I'm going to use a bone folder so that my hands are already dirty enough. And I am going to press this and pull it. How are we looking? So it's only going to color one side. Wait, this is kind of looking like that denim ribbon. Let's try this side, see if it darkens it. So here's the downfall. I just broke my rule that I said. You want to make sure you use the alcohol markers so that the ink doesn't come off in your hands. And now the ink's coming off in my hands. So let's go back to the alcohol marker. We'll set this one aside. I'll find something for that. I bet if we took the heat gun, we could make that heat set a little better. So I don't know about this herringbone, if I am going to like this colored. You'll notice I'm not using the point. I'm using the side. I don't know how I feel about this. It looks very much the same color tone as the denim ribbon we have. I'm going to see if I have a roll of that because I do think I would like that better. Epic fail.
A lot of changes going on over
Well,
there.
you know, Joelle, it doesn't always go the right way the first time. Oh, and I just found something else that I wasn't thinking of. Okay. I have a couple better options, lady, than what I'm doing. Here we go. I'm going to put these back. Here we go. Okay. While this ribbon is gorgeous, and I do love it, I'm going to love it white. So I'm not going to use this because it'll be too much white. Unless I decide to put another printed piece there, but I don't think I'm going to. So we have this denim ribbon, which I think matches very well. And this is new. This is, what is this called? This is called, I wish I read other languages, Inner Braid Ribbon, and it is the color Misty Moonlight. Now the color in this paper is actually, well, I'm saying night and navy. I'm assuming it's night and navy, but let me double check that. It is, did you know? Oh yeah, it is night of navy. They list the colors on the backs. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but they do. So this is Misty Moonlight, but it may be interchangeable. Ooh, I think I like that. Let's try that. Let's try that. Okay. So I'm going to tie it up and down this way. And I'm going to put my green sprig in here. And then I'm going to put my little white label over it, I think. How does that... How does this tie? We're going to find out. Use bubble bath. Share a lighter on your... My phone holder's getting in the way, Karen. On your busy card. You like the bubble bath on this, huh, Karen? Even with the Lost Lagoon? Are you liking that? It would certainly brighten it up, that's for sure. What do you think? So this one, again, is going to tie very easily, Connie. This is very soft and pliable. All right, Karen likes the bubble. I'm going to do the bubble. That does tie very easily, Connie. You'll have to manipulate it because this white braid is one-sided. So you'll have to manipulate it a little bit to get, you know, a nice bow. But, all right, so I'm back here at this color. Just cut this off. So this is the trio pack with the bubble color. And I'm going to get rid of the scrap. And I'm going to wrap this around. And I'm just going to tie a square knot. Could do a bow. Maybe I'll do a bow just... you know what, I'm going to do a square knot because of the type of label I'm going to do. This ribbon is so pretty. I especially love, well, we've all been waiting for a nice pink, but I especially love the lemon lolly in this ribbon. These are not the sharpest pair of scissors, I'll tell you that. There we go. That's better. Okay. Now we're going to take, where's my mat? I'm going to add some adhesive to this little guy. Like that. I'm going to tuck him in here. Like this. Then we are going to add this to the front layer. Like this. Karen, you're right. That did brighten it up. And somehow it made it look not as busy. All right. Let's stamp our greeting. I think I will use the Lost Lagoon if I can find it here. And I'm going to put thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now I'm going to be challenged. Hopefully this stamps straight. I'm going to bring in my scrap here. See how this stamps. Just grabbing a smaller block. Okay, let's see. Yep, okay. Not too shabby. Let's pop that up with a couple dimensionals. Hey, Joelle, you wouldn't grab tinsel gems in the drawer, would you? On the left-hand side. Let's put this over here. I'm going to put it right on top of that ribbon tail. Usually I pull the ribbon tail out, but I'm going to put it right on top. Thank you. So these are the new tinsel gems. They're called Tinsel Gems 4-pack. Joelle's looking at my card like, this is nothing like what we discussed before you went live. Beautiful spring. Yeah, I said to Joelle, I have a feeling we're going to be using this a lot. Year on year. Third adhesive mat. Really? Okay, so this has, that looks like lemon lolly. I bet this is blueberry bushel. I bet that's pretty peacock. And I don't know. I'm going to grab a catalog because I don't know what colors those are. Let's see. Let's see. So these are on page 140. They're at the bottom. Pretty peacock, blueberry bushel, berry burst. Oh, berry burst and lemon lime twist. Well, I wasn't close at all, was I? But that's okay. I think any of these colors would look beautiful. So I'm going to start with the berry burst because I think it has more of a pastel-y look. And I'm going to do the blueberry bushel. And I'm going to do the peacock. Like that. I'm going to put one of these. The only one I'm not going to use is the lemon lolly. Put one of those up there. Whoops, I lost the adhesive on that one. Does that ever happen to you? The glue dot stays on the plastic piece. I'm going to put this one back on that glue dot and try to fish it off later. Ooh. Well, it does not want to flip over. So I'll do that after. So there we go. All right. Oh, I forgot this. I wanted to stamp on this. I think I am going to stamp this image coming right up the side in the beautiful Lost Lagoon. I'm not always great at doing the inside of my cards, sadly. And I'm just going to put it in an angle like that. Just for a little something extra. Okay, if you did not purchase Stamp Club by mail in May, then you will have all the directions for this. And if you did purchase it and you're having trouble getting it all to work, here we go. Then you can come back and check out this video. So there we go. So this is the Gorgeously Made stamp set. That's the Stamp Club by mail card. And the Gorgeously Made dies. I'm not even going to lie. When I took these out, I didn't realize they accompanied. And the DSP is called Naturally Made. So there we go. All right, let's draw the winner for this. I think I've held you up long enough. Yes. These gems are really very much nicer in person than they are in the catalog. You know, Connie, I didn't do a ribbon share this year. As much as I sometimes think I should, it can be difficult sometimes packaging it and cutting it. I'm going to think on that, okay? I did the paper share. I'm not certain about the ribbon share. So these are the In Color Club cards, and one in each color featuring the Cheerful Daisy dies and the In Color DSP and the In Color Plain Color cardstock. They're very monochromatic. You'll have to add your own gems, and you'll get your envelopes with them. There we go. So some person, these are all the people. Oh, you got them as a bingo prize, Karen. Yay! Thank you, Debbie. Debbie, your name's in this bucket somewhere. All right, Connie, I'll think about it. Sometimes I say to Joelle, should I? And she'll say to me, you know, I'm not even going to say because it doesn't matter what I say. When someone asks you, you're going to do it. So we'll think about doing that with him. Yeah, Joelle. Joelle, come pick a name out of this basket. Because I can kind of see the names a little bit. Don't look. Just put her hand in blind. There we go. All right. Who's winning the cards?
Nancy. Is it Nicole?
Nancy Mancini.
Nice.
Congratulations, Nancy. I'm pretty sure we have your address. We will get these right out to you. So thanks for commenting the other day, guys, and playing along with me. And I won't see you till Monday now. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Congratulations, Nancy. And I'll see you all Monday. Thanks, you guys. Bye.